Welcome to Inside the True Science. Inside the True Science is an exclusive channel for science subjects. Today, we are going to discuss about the SSLC physics. Actually, in the last class, we discussed the first chapter, effects of electric current. Today, we are going to discuss another topic in the same chapter. Actually, we know that the effects of electric current, the heating effect we already discussed, and the factors related to heating effect we discussed. Now we come to another point. So we in our house usually uses so many electrical equipments. So just remember our fridge, our AC or washing machine and mixer grinder, all these electrical equipments, they consume electrical energy. Nowadays, you are very familiar with the rating of electrical equipments. Just see a picture. What is the rating? The rating is 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star and 5 star. See, 5 star AC is there and 5 star washing machine is there, and minimum the government requires, the government authorities recommends minimum 3 star rating electrical equipments in our houses. Why? This is because of the energy efficiency ratio. The same way, it is very important that the maximum electrical energy has to be used by the equipments. So when you select an equipment, especially electrical equipment, its energy efficiency ratio is very important. So how we are calculating the energy efficiency ratio? So today we are going to discuss one important factor, that electric power. The energy efficiency ratio is related to electric power. Now we are going to discuss about electric power. So what is electric power? Electric power is the electrical energy consumed by an electrical equipment in 1 second or unit second. Electric power P is the energy consumed by an electrical equipment in unit time. So we can write electrical power P is equal to work W divided by time T. Okay, work divided by T. So work is what? This electrical equipment consumes electrical energy for doing work. That is work divided by unit time. P is equal to W divided by T. Okay, just we can calculate, or we will go to the another mathematical expressions of this power. For that, we have to remember our earlier classes. In earlier classes, we have already discussed Joule's law. So according to Joule's law, the heat produced in a current carrying conductor, H is equal to I square R into T. There we already discussed that the heat produced is equal to the work done. So actually the heat produced in the conductor because of the work done by the charges. So heat produced is equal to work done. So we can write W is equal to I square into R into T. So this is W is equal to I square R into T. So here we have written power P is equal to W by T. Here also we can written W by T is equal to I square RT divided by T. These two T's we can cancel. So W by T is power. So power P is equal to, we will get I square into R. This is the first equation for power of an electric equipment. So electric equipment power P is equal to I square into R. Once again, just rewind it. The power of an electric equipment is the energy consumed by an electrical equipment in unit time. That is P is equal to W divided by T. From Joule's law, we know that H is equal to I square RT. Then H, the heat produced, is equal to the work done, W. So W is equal to I square RT. W by T is equal to I square RT divided by T. We will cancel the T and T here. Then P is equal to I square R. This is the first expression for power of an electric equipment. So we are just converting this equation to two other forms by using Ohm's law. So you know that Ohm's law, according to Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R. V is equal to I into R. Okay, here I square is here. So we can write I is equal to V divided by R. Okay, for here, for I square, we are substituting V by R. Then we get P is equal to this V square by R into R. V square by R square into R. This square and this R will go. Another equation we get P is equal to V square by R. This is the second equation for power. So we get the second equation from Ohm's law. Just substituting the value of I square as V square by R square. That's all. So again, from Ohm's law, we get R is equal to. What is the value of R? R is equal to V divided by I. Okay, substitute here for R, that P is equal to I square into V by I. Here also this square and this I will go. Okay, that will cancel. Then we will get P is equal to V into I. This is a third equation. So here we studied the three equations. P is equal to I square into R, P is equal to V square by R, and P power is equal to V into I. And this third equation is very important because normally we are using this third equation, P power. And what is the unit of power? So unit of power we can derive from this equation. So W by T, W is work. The unit of work is joule. It is represented in capital J, and time is represented in a second. The time is represented in second, and work, that is joule per second. This is the unit of power, but we are using a single unit for joule per second, and joule per second is watt. It is represented as capital W. It is represented as capital W, that is watt. Now, this watt, this power is always we are giving wattage. So it is power P is equal to wattage C equal to this V, it is voltage, int I means amperage. So we can write wattage is equal to voltage into amperage. Wattage is equal to voltage into amperage, and a common equation, wattage by voltage is equal to amperage. That is wattage by voltage is equal to amperage. So that is another name, another equation what we have. This is very important equation. Wattage by voltage is equal to amperage. Wattage by voltage is equal to amperage. So this is the thing what you have discussed about power, and power is W by T, that is the energy consumed by an equipment, electrical equipment in unit time, and we have derived three equations for power. P is equal to I square R, and P is equal to V square by R, and P is equal to V into I, voltage into current. Okay, now we will go for some mathematical problems related to these three equations. Okay. Okay, let us see the first question. An appliance of power 540 watts. An appliance of power 540 watts is used in a branch circuit. If the voltage is 230 volt, then what is its amperage? So that is the question. So appliance of power 540 watts. Okay, so we get power P is equal to 540 watts, and its voltage is given by 230 volts. Voltage capital V is equal to 230 volts. So the question is, what is its amperage? Amperage means I. So I have already discussed the equation. So amperage I is equal to wattage divided by voltage. Amperage I is equal to wattage divided by voltage. So it is wattage divided by voltage. So this is the equation. Amperage I is equal to wattage divided by voltage. That is, wattage means 540 divided by 230. 540 divided by 230. So when it 23 into 2, it is 46. Okay, it is just about 2. Okay, so that we have to just calculate. That is 54 divided by 23. That is 246. That is balance. Here it is 14. So 8. Okay, 8. It's 0. So how much it is? 3 times. Okay, so 3 times it is 69. Okay, 69. The balance is 1. Here it is 111. That is again 110. 110 means how many times? It is 5 times. Is it 5 times? No, it is 4 times. Okay, 2.34. That is equal to 2.34 ampere. 2.34 ampere. The next question is, a heating appliance has a resistance of 150 ohm. If a 2 ampere current flows through it, what is the power of the appliance? A heating appliance has a resistance. Resistance given R is equal to 115 ohm. Okay, 115 ohm. And it has the current I is equal to 2 ampere. Current I is equal to 2 ampere. And what is the power? So when resistance and current is there, P, the equation of power is equal to I square into R. P is equal to I square into R. That is, I square is equal to 2 into 2 into R is equal to 115. That is 2 into 2, 4. That is 4 into 115. What is 4 into 115? 4 into 100 is 400. 15 into 4 is equal to 60. So it is 460 watts. 460 watts. That is a simple calculation. 460 watts. So it is 2 into 2. The I square R, that is 2 into 2 into 150. 4 into 150, that is 460 watts. What is the next question? The next question is, a current of 0.4 ampere flows through an electric bulb working in 230 volt. What is the power of the bulb? So a current of 0.4 ampere. Okay, current of 0.4 ampere, that is I is equal to 0.4 ampere. Okay, I is equal to 0.4 ampere, and the voltage potential difference is equal to 230 volt. Okay, then what is the power? So here voltage and current is there, then we can easily substitute power P is equal to V into I. Voltage into current. So V is equal to 230 into 0.4. Normally when decimal number is there, I already given you the instruction. When it is decimal, you make it fractional number. It is very easy. That is 230 into 0.4 is equal to 4 divided by 10. It is 4 divided by 10. Then you we can cancel this 0, 2 zeros in denominator and numerator. That is, here is 1 0, is 1 10 1 0. So that is cancelled. 23 into 4. So you multiply 20 into 4. 20 into 4 is 80. 3 into 4 is 12. So it is 80 plus 12, it is 92. So what is 92 power? It is watts. So this is 92 watts is the power of this bulb. Okay, this way we can calculate. We are using three equations. Okay, three equation is I square R, V square by R, then another equation V into I. These are the equations we are using for calculating power, and another simple equation, that is wattage divided by voltage is equal to amperage. This is another equation. So now we are just finishing the class, today's class here, okay, by the electrical power and its mathematical problem. We can see in the next class. Okay, thank you for your watching, thank you for your support, and please watch. And if you have any doubts, please contact in my WhatsApp number. For my students, I am giving notes separately in your WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you very much.